Creating a text outline for your text is a good thing to do if you want to create impact. Now, this is not something you're going to do with a lot of text. This is also not something that I suggest doing on every single headline, every single thing that you're doing. Honestly, for what I'm about to do here, I probably wouldn't do it normally, but to teach you for the sake of this tutorial, it's a really cool thing to know how to do for impact, for really special pages and really special headlines or keywords that you want to showcase on a page. So we're going to create a text outline. I'm going to use my headline that I have here. Now, the first thing that you need to keep in mind is when you're creating something like this, you want to use a really thick font. You want to use something that's chunky. You want to use something that has a lot of surface area because you are actually going to be placing an image into that font. Impact is good for this. This one, Goudy Stout, is really good for this. Gill Sand Ultra. I'm looking for one that stands out to me as just a really interesting font. So I am going to choose this one, Show Card Gothic, because it's one of my favorites. Now, you can see I now have unset text. You want to fit your text exactly how you want it before you go further into the steps of this. Oh, so I'm trying to, there we go. Dive into InDesign. Okay, so my text is exactly how I want it. I might increase my tracking here so that it fits the entirety of my, and I'm going to use Control Plus so that you can really see the text I'm about to use. So right now it's just text, but I'm going to go to type, and I'm going to say create outlines. And what I just did was I converted my text. Now it is, when you select it, you can see within it here, okay, I have another frame and I have created basically a frame of my text. So when I select it with my direct selection tool, you can see all of these little dots. I have created basically an image frame with my text. Now, I am going to select the stuff inside, go up to File, Place, and I have a boardwalk texture here. And you can see that now my text is filled with that image. You can move that image around within your, you can move that image around within it. I'm going to say fitting, fit content proportionally. And you can see that now that's there. So I can use my direct selection tool. When I zoom way out, I can see that my image is this whole orange section. So if I wanted to resize it, if I wanted to only do part of the text, I could do that. But I now have image of my text. This is a really cool effect that you can use to create some texture. It's a cool effect that you can use if you wanted to put a patriotic image or a crowd scene or something like that. I can put a stroke on it now, and I can adjust the size of the stroke to make it stand out a little bit more. I mean, that's a lot going on right there. But you can see how now I've created an interesting effect with my text that I can use for impact, for cool headline design. Like I said, if you wanted to do something where you put students in here or things like that, you could do that. Now, you can only do one image per text frame, essentially. So if I wanted a different image in each letter, I would have to create a text frame for each individual letter and put that together. But that would be worth it. Or I could create a composite image in Photoshop and then place that within my text, place the composite image into my text also, my Photoshop document. So that's just an interesting way that you can spruce up your pages a little bit. It's a fun thing that's easy to do in InDesign to create a little impact.